guys, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing really well. The Scorpio new moon is approaching, so I really wanted to bring you a reading regarding this new moon. What I could feel prior to this as I was meditating and trying to feel into the energy is right now. I'm still a little bit confused. There's still confusion going around, but this is about to lift away completely. You're gonna have full view and full clarity on the situations ahead of you. So this is quite interesting energy to work with and really good. And the reading I'm bringing you really reflects that, I feel, because in the reading you already are very clear. Because I asked about the Scorpio new moon, you're very clear, you know what is going on. So the first three cards out for your reading for the Scorpio new moon were Two of Pentacles, Page of Rods, and Knight of Rods. These appear to me today as kind of aggressive, so finding the balance. If someone is coming towards you in an aggressive manner, and I mean verbally in this case, although it could also easily be physically, but what I'm feeling here is just like in an aggressive manner, if somebody's stepping forward towards you in that manner, or feeling that they're higher than you or better than you. There is definitely a balancing of the scales with the Judgment card. You being this phoenix up here, phoenix rising, you do have a certain understanding of things. This is, you have walked up those stairs already. You're like, okay, I see the situation now. I see what's happening. I see what you're doing. So, these two cards really represent the balancing out. So you do have a situation in front of you where members of the family, friends, or working colleagues could approach you in a somewhat aggressive manner, but, and this is where the whole thing shifts, you are this one. You're like, yeah, all right, that's cool. Thanks. It's like this very cool, calm, and collected energy, really, because you know your strength. You know full well where you stand, so you don't even have to engage with that behavior, and you're very much learning and, well, not even learning, you already have this. You're already totally in this cool, calm, and collected. Be like, I'm not even gonna really pay attention to this or to this drama, because it's just not me, and it's not how I do things. It's not how I do things at all. I'm painting my own picture. I'm cool. Because you are the one, this way, who is offering this emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Cups, you are already in that position within yourself, which in turn can only attract somebody into your life who has this as well. You're already offering this cup. You're already in this position, so you don't have to be like, yeah, let's fight. Although you very well know how to fight, because you're going to protect what is already yours. Whether this is a relationship and someone else tries, like external forces are trying to involve themselves in this situation, you're like, I'm offering here. I'm offering peace. I come with all this. I come with the Ten of Cups, with the emotional fulfillment, with all the goodies. I come with that. And I'm willing to, like, if you come near it, again, be it in a relationship or just within yourself, if you come near it, I'll fight. If not, if you're not coming near it, and if I don't see an immediate threat to this, I'll be this one here, cool, calm, and collected. There's no need for unnecessary drama at all. No need for unnecessary drama. You're like, I'm cool. What do you want? What do you want from me? But again, this is the Hierophant. really understanding these two positions, understand where both worlds coming from, like seeing where the anger, the rage are coming from, because you know anger and rage yourself. Make no mistake about these things. Whenever you see it in other people and you don't like it, it's very likely that you have it in yourself as well. So it's really good to acknowledge that and to work with these energies and to see, yeah, I have a dark side as well, and I know exactly the anger. I just choose not to react in a certain way in this moment, although I very well could. And because it's the easier path to react in this way, I'm sort of drawn to it even. And it is the stronger path, or the path that is not as easy to just stay in your own realm, in your own emotional happiness and fulfilled, in your being fulfilled, that you should act out of. Do not go into the position of the other person, although you do understand. You definitely do have the understanding for those types of emotion, but this is lower vibrational energies. You definitely do understand that, but you want to stay within this one, within yours. Very colorful, very bright, very rich energy. You want to stay, just sit there. Just sit pretty. Just sit pretty during the Scorpio new moon and be like, hey, you know what? I'm not even really bothered by this, because I very well know what is going on and where you're coming from. But I choose not to engage. Because, like I said again, and this is kind of funny, and here you'll see I often just don't read the cards the way they are in the traditional tarot, although there's definitely influence in them. The Lovers came out, Ten of Swords and Eight of Swords, because you have gone through those type of connections where the opinion of the other person was more than your own, where the other person was just putting themselves above you. But there's always two. There's always two. You're the one that allowed it. You are the one that allowed it. And this is, again, I'm not saying this to put you down. I'm saying it to empower you. This is empowerment. As soon as you do understand that you are the one who allowed this behavior to happen, this is the moment where you can take back your power and be like, hey, stop. I'm not engaging at all. This is my area. These are my boundaries. And that's it. So you are very aware, and you have gone through a couple of relationships, apparently, be it within the family, friends, or whatever, that caused you to be in the Ten of Swords and in the Eight of Swords, which means to really be like, oh my God, this like real heartbreak occurred. Because the relationships you were in weren't reciprocal, meaning you gave more than the other person, or your intentions were very different than the intentions of the other person, right? And so this made you really insecure and weary of your surroundings. You'd be like, is this ever gonna change? Is there ever just this? Is there ever just this? Just the reciprocal give and take of two human beings? And yes, there is. There is. And the thing is, the Scorpio new moon is really bringing this in, because you really do understand, oh man, you really do understand the cycle that is going on here with the deception. You really do understand what kind of a cycle has happened and led up to that deception. When you were being deceived, again, there's always the two, the one that gives more than the other. Interesting how they're coming out today. It's really interesting. The one that is empty inside and the one that is very rich inside. And you are learning, you have learned, because you're seeing, your eyes are open, you're seeing that dynamic now. You're seeing what has kept you in chains, what has kept you smaller than you actually are. Step out of that energy is the message. Step out of the energy. See it for what it is worth. See it for what it is going on. And then, which is so cool, this is a karmic cycle. Like, again, with the Wheel of Fortune and the and karma, this is a karmic cycle. So you're breaking that one. The Scorpio new moon is really, but Aries hasn't cleaned out yet, because Aries, to me anyways, was really, the Aries full moon was crazy. It revealed so many things, and I really had a chance to look at what was happening and to really work with the energies, which was exhausting, but it was also fantastic, because you look at it and you're free. You look at it, work with it, and it's gone. It's gone forever. And this is what is happening here as well. And how you're going to come out on the other side, people, is this. The Queen of Pentacles. You are so rich. You are so abundant after all the cycles you went through. And you went through a bunch already. You are so rich. So abundant and full of knowledge. So this is amazing. It's amazing. Because once you've uncovered that deception, and once you've uncovered what is going on, and the things that that haven't been brought to light yet, once you've done that work, you will never ever be deceived in your life again. Not in that way, because you can spot it right away. You can spot it right off the bat. You want something that is balanced, that is an equal give and take in relationships. Absolutely. So what was interesting was the next card coming out was the Bear, the Queen of Stones. Now, the Bear, as you can see, like, it's definitely female energy to me for some reason. It's so interesting. She's looking into the sun. She's up above. She has an overview of the situation for sure. Very much like the eagle in the Hierophant card here. They totally, both of them, have the overview. They did understand, and they do have the deeper knowledge of what has been going on, what the dynamic has been all about. And this bear is actually, in the description of the card, they talk about how the Neanderthals put the skulls of their deceased in the cave of the bear, and they even sometimes shared the same cave. So this is very much you in your strong outlook on life, on your own life. And you're very much a person that likes to give, that is very open and likes to share. That's that. But you also now have, like, you have discovered something. You have discovered your own claws, your own strength, your own position. You're definitely positioning yourself in this. Absolutely positioning yourself. You're like, no, not doing this anymore. That's it. That is it. So the next two cards, and which was really funny because I drew two shaman cards, which funnily enough came right next to the third shaman card, which is the Hierophant. So interesting. So this is really a powerful position you are in, whether you know it already or not. It's crazy powerful. Like, these cards really very much speak about taking back control and really manifesting and really making use of your resources. Here he has the snake of wisdom in his hand, right? And he is actually a full moon, but he is very much enlightened. He very much knows what is going on. And so does he. And he even wears the bear skin. Like, this is totally incorporated. If you know anything about the animal self, the animal self is very interesting because it talks a lot about our instincts. See that there's the bear, and the card that came out right next to it is that one. And the shaman actually wears the bear skin, so it's incorporated. He's like, yeah, I'm here and I'm doing mine. I'm doing my stuff. I'm using my resources. Because the shaman is very, very resourceful, very knowledgeable, high in wisdom, because he's been through so many things and he learned most of all. It's a difference between being through a lot of things and having learned from them and gaining wisdom from them. Again, he's incorporated both worlds. He does understand. He has incorporated his animal self, and this is where I'm going to pick back up again. So the animal self is your instincts, basically, your animal. It has also to do with it has to do with a lot with like primal instincts. That's the word I was looking for, primal instincts. So you just have to look at animals. How do they behave? Very like, ugh, when something's going on, and very like peaceful, like they're just there minding their business, very much in touch with nature, very much in touch with the animal world. It's really quite beautiful, the energy, and it's so strong. It's crazy. Like this animal. When you have this animal self incorporated, there's nothing to fear anymore, because you've seen your shadow side, you've seen your darker side. This has to do with shadow work. Google it. Or there are so many resources that you can find that Jung really talks about the shadow side as well. It's very, very interesting what you can uncover for yourself during this process, and it's quite gorgeous. The energy is really, really awesome, man. I love it so much. I want to stay in it for the next 30 minutes and not do anything else anymore. It's so cool. I love it. And again, this is again confirmation about the wisdom that you have gained and the strength that you drew from walking your own path. You see, he's just by himself, and there's 9 stones around in the background. So he has worked quite a bit on himself, on herself. Again, I'm working with the energies here, not the gender, not gender specific at all. So yeah, he's working on that. And funnily enough, the next card out was this one. Isn't that so cool? Do you see that? The antlers. And do you see, oh my god, look at the star. It's the enlightenment. It's listened to, and it's the incorporation of the animal self again. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't notice before when I tried to make sense of the cards, because I sometimes have to do that. So yeah, it's totally the incorporation of the animal self, of the shadow aspect of yourself. And this in turn really helps you understand and bring out more love and compassion for others, especially if you feel that they have done you wrong. Because do you really want to walk the path of anger, or would you rather be on the path of love? And with love, I don't mean like, oh yeah, please hurt me, please abuse me. I don't mean that at all. I mean, have the animal self is ready. You don't have to even be in that position any longer, because you've made up your mind, and you're very well able at any moment in time to protect yourself, to defend yourself. During a reading of mine yesterday, I got the warrior card and the peaceful card, which was so, I was like, what? I don't understand. Why would there be peaceful card and the warrior card at the same time? And then I realized, wow, what this was is exactly what this is talking about. It is, you can be peaceful and know that you have the backup ready whenever you need it, because it's just there. It's listening to your instincts. So this card very much talks about, you know how deers are. They're very attentive. Their ears go like this, like if anything happens, they're like, run for the hills, for the trees, for the bushes, whatever. So they're running. They're really listening to their instincts. They're not. There's no second judgment. There's no second judgment. They're like, they hear something and they're off. They're gone. So what this is like, trust your instincts. You have made the experiences already. Trust your intuition. Really, really fall and rely onto your intuition, because it's going to tell you whether it's time to run or time to fight. And sometimes it really is time to fight. And this will let you know as well. You are this one here, people. You are this one. You got claws. You really have claws. And you have that beautiful, beautiful energy. These lower frequencies, these lower energies can't even touch that. They can't even possibly touch that. So again, this incorporation is really happening, and the enlightenment, the knowledge of what is happening is really going to help you move forward on your path. And this was the next card out, which is so, so gorgeous as well. I was like, oh my God, freedom, freedom. This was so much freedom to me. Again, so you have a real chance here of attaining all the riches and everything. This is wish fulfillment, absolute wish fulfillment. Like the star card, like when you're drawing the star card in tarot, it's wish fulfillment, and this is what that is. You got the star here as well. It is wish fulfillment to the finest. Now is the time to really manifest into your life what it is that you want. Not, oh wow, look at this, how this is really flowing. The energy is flowing so nicely. He's like, yes, I'm finally free. It's like that energy, but it's like this this indulgence in the beautiful flow of things. And here's where it's going to take off. It's taken off. You make that wish. I want to be free. I want to have a relationship that is reciprocal. I want to have self-love. I want to take good care of myself. This is how I want my life to be. And this is what that card actually also talks about. Lead the way, light your own path. And the other one talks about clear and activate, create sacred space. So this is quite awesome, because you in turn, this is not just for yourself, but this is also for your surroundings. If you've ever noticed, when you think something cannot be done and you see someone do it, this is the biggest thing, because then all of a sudden a lot of other people can do it as well. I've noticed that so many times in my life, and I've seen evidence of this. So you are, when you come into this state of freedom, this is this is really gonna shine out. You're really gonna shine, and others are able to see this, because how could they possibly ignore this? They cannot ignore this. So this is possible. You showing it's possible, and I'm doing it. I'm walking my path. And the next card out was the Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Again, much like the Queen of Pentacles, it's actually pretty much the same, because you do have the apple. Don't know if you can see it here in the apple. Come on, darling. Well, it's a pentacle anyways. It's a pentacle, like the seeds of the apple. And the pentacle here, they really, again, these cards like mirror each other so much. It's crazy today. Like I feel this reflection going on. Really this mirroring going on. They're much the same. I had the same effect yesterday as well. So there might be something really, oh yeah, man. This has something to do with it being reflected to you. This is an excellent time to really see what is going on within yourself, because it's being reflected back at you. That's what that wants to say. Okay, so yeah, it pretty much speaks for itself. She's a sovereign female being who really, she's soft. It's a lot of female energy. The next cards I drew as well is Mother Earth. They actually came out this way. As you can see, she's pregnant. I immediately got the inkling, especially with the seeds here and the pregnancy and the beautiful energy of female energy and fertility, because this card talks about fertility as well. So if you're wishing for a baby, sorry, I'm usually not drifting in that direction, I think, but I really felt drawn to it today. there's a good chance that's what's going to happen. And if you don't want a baby, then you need to watch out, really watch out. This is a really fertile time, not only for new babies, but also for new ideas, for totally, for new ideas, for new projects to be birthed. Absolutely. So, and also that's what the manifestation, that's what I was talking about. Exactly. So this is whatever you manifest right now during this time is going to be birthed. And it is going to be very prosperous and crowned with success. Absolutely. They each wear a crown, really. It's going to be crowned with success. And you are going to go through huge transformation. See all the butterflies she's got around? All the butterflies around? Crowned with success, lots of transformation. Like a seed is transforming into an apple tree. It only takes some time and then bears fruit itself for others to eat, for others to consume in a positive way. Wow, that's gorgeous. Beautiful reading. Wow. And again, the last card out for today, for your reading for the Scorpio new moon, is the Knight. Be brave and honest. Be true to yourself is what that talks about. It's very peaceful, very centered, very much in alignment with himself. Also the female energy, the roses, all the rose imagery, and apparently he has a tear running down. But I don't see this today at all. I just see the really centeredness and the, he's really aligned with himself. And again, like a lot of female energy, all these three cards. This is the way they came out. A lot of female energy. A lot of female nurturing energy. Also, like I said in the last reading, which is really interesting now, if you do have any issues with your mother or with being a mother yourself, this is what may come up strongly during this time as well. Like again, these are three of the female cards, and you are guided to approach this topic with compassion and love and peace as much as you can bring up during this situation. Again, do not be foolish. I do not mean like keep your mouth shut or do not defend yourself when defense is needed, but you'll absolutely know when it is needed and when not. So take that time to contemplate. Try not to react too impulsively is also the message here. But you know what you have within yourself, within your partnership, how rich everything is, and the chances that are coming up for you. Just manifest, really, like write them down. What is it that you really want in your life? I want this. Definitely. All right, you guys. Much love. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.